Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you be in the loop. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'll give some quick shout outs to the early birds because this is going to be a short live. I'm going to be on about 15 minutes, but I'm going to bring the heat, fam. Michael Bryant, what up? What's up, John? I see you. I see you. Dallas, what up? William Harrison. Tiberius. Johnny Blaze, what it do? Truth at Power, Boston, George, Cincinnati, Ohio, Boss Hog, Arkansas. Yeah. What up? What up, John Superb, Kentucky? What it do? Bill Phillips, I see you. Austin's in the house. What's up, Andrew? Alan Bennett, what up? What up, Gaming with J Reviews, Miami. Mr. T, I see you, Philly. Shouts out to Gilly and my man Wilo. I see you. Just as a reminder, fam, turn that cap lock off. I feel like you're screaming at me when you got your caps on. All caps, everything in all caps. It's harder to read also. What's up, Carl Varner? Montgomery, Alabama. What's up, Tony Snow? Minneapolis. Pray for Minneapolis, y'all. Baton Rouge, what's up, Jimmy? Mario Clark, what it do? Going in, y'all. Going in. I'll come back to the comments section, but right now, I'm going in. Donald Trump, your president, made one of his classic racist moves and then classic racist statements to reinforce his classic racist move. What did this uncivilized mutt do this time? Well, this dude shared a video of the Obamas, Michelle and Barack Obama, heads superimposed on monkeys. When given a chance to explain himself, he said, yeah, I did it. But he tried to wiggle out a little bit and say, well, I only saw the first part. And you know he see everything, right? You know, he ain't no surprises with him because he'll fire you just like that. He loved to fire people. So we know that his ass knew the exact contents of that video. But listen to him tell another one of his classic lies about how the video came about and his response.
Do you have any questions, John?
Mr. President. Social media post that you took down earlier today, the White House says that a staffer sent it. Who sent it, and are you going to fire them?
No, I looked at it. I saw it, and I just looked at the first part. It was about voter fraud in someplace, Georgia. There was a lot of voter fraud, 2020 voter fraud, and I didn't see the whole thing. I guess during the end of it, there was some kind of a picture that people don't like. I wouldn't like it either, but I didn't see it. I looked at the first part, and it was really about voter fraud in and the machines, how crooked it is, how disgusting it is. Then I gave it to the people. Generally, they look at the whole thing, but I guess somebody didn't, and they posted, and we took it down, and we did it. You know, but that was a voter fraud that nobody talks about. They don't like to talk about that post. We took it down as soon as we found out about it.
Mr. President, a number of Republicans are calling on you to apologize for that post. Is that something you're going to do?
No, I didn't make a mistake. I mean, I look at a lot of thousands of things, and I looked at the beginning of it. It was fine. They had that one post, and I guess it was a takeoff. By the way, a lot of people covered. If you look at where it came from, I guess it was a takeoff on the Lion King, and certainly it was a very strong post in terms of voter fraud. Nobody knew that was at the end. If they would have looked, they would have seen it, and probably they would have had the sense to take it down. But that was a takeoff on the Lion King, and a lot of people were covered on in different positions. So, but I spoke to Tim Scott. He was great. Tim is a great guy. He understood that 100%.
Okay, we know who he is. We know what he's about. We know that he is a roaring racist. We know he's a roaring racist, right? We know that for a fact. Let's say we did give him the benefit of doubt and say, you know what? Let's say that we believe this guy. Let's give him a chance. The fact that people were offended, outraged, not just on the left, but on the right also. That would actually give cause for pause for most people, but not him. They asked him at the beginning, would he apologize? Now, everybody already knew that answer because he's never apologized in the history of his politics, himself being in a political position as far as being a political candidate or serving as the president. He's never apologized, not once. Can you go back and find a Donald Trump apology? Can you? I've never seen one. If you find one, let me know. But I've never seen him apologize for anything. So I already knew what that answer was going to be, because two things he's never going to ever do is apologize and take accountability. He's never going to apologize. He's never going to accept accountability. But he's going to expect for everybody else to apologize and accept accountability. Notice when he says bad things about people, he never apologizes. He just said and let it go and whatever, take it however you want to. And he just keep on moving. He never apologizes. He never accepts accountability. But he loves to gaslight apologies and accountability. It's interesting how he does that. And it's also interesting how he constantly lies about his criminal reform record and his stance on funding Black colleges. He loves to talk about how he gave Black colleges $200 and something million automatically every year, and how this has changed Black colleges forever, and they don't have to keep coming back to him to Congress begging every year for more money, more funding. I'm gonna break it down for you, but first, here's another lie. Well, a couple of lies. 1, 2, 3. I think he told 3 lies on this one. Anyway, here we go.
Nobody else could do it. Obama couldn't do it. Nobody could do it. Clinton couldn't do it. Great with the Black voters have been great to me. I've been great to them. Black voters have been great to me. I've been great to them. And I am, by the way, the least racist president you've had in a long time, as far as I'm concerned. We have, I've had a great relationship. Think of what I've done. Criminal justice reform. Nobody else could do it. Obama couldn't do it. Nobody could do it. Clinton couldn't do it. They actually went the other way. They went into a very bad thing for African-American people, Black people. They did very bad things. I did very good things. But criminal justice reform, and then I funded the universities, which nobody else was willing to do. They were going every year. They'd come back to Washington and they'd be begging for money.
Okay, let's straighten this lie right quick. What he's referring to is the First Step Act. Now, that First Step Act was meaningful in narrow federal areas, but it wasn't a sweeping overhaul of the justice system, especially at the state and local levels where most Black Americans are affected. See, it attributed to entire movements to Trump alone, attributing that to an entire movement from Trump alone is absolutely misleading. To say that he is totally responsible for criminal justice reform, but keep in mind that this criminal justice reform, it was not extensive. It only worked in certain areas, and mostly Black people did not benefit from this so-called criminal justice reform. All right. When you look at his claims about HBCU funding, Trump didn't sign legislation that made federal funding more secure. And there have been periods of increased investment in HBCUs over the years. So for him to claim that he single-handedly funded HBCUs or saved them overstates the situation. Much of that funding was a continuation or redirection of funds. And this was happening before he became president. Congress had a heavy hand in that, and so did previous presidents. But let him tell it. Is it just something that came across his desk, or he had the bright idea to go out and liberate the Black people and then also turn around and fund their education? And he was just so invested in Black folks, and Black folks love him so much that 15% of them voted for him, or 12%, whatever that number was. But he has a tremendous record with Black people. If the roles were reversed, if a Black candidate said, I got a tremendous record with white people love me, and only 15% of your constituents voted for you, how plausible would that be? Come on, fam. Come on, talk to me. Family, this criminal justice reform. It is grossly understated. And all he has to do is say that. Just say he did that. And most people ain't gonna ever look it up. Most people are never going to do a deep dive and figure out that whole statement is misleading. They're never going to figure it out. The bill was passed by Congress and signed into law by Donald Trump. Congress passed the bill. This is one of the times that Congress actually did their job and followed protocol. This is one, let me put it like this. This is one time Trump did his job and followed protocol, because these days he's doing whatever the hell he want to do, and Congress is over on the sideline. So basically, the Congress today is a do-nothing Congress. Well, they've been do-nothing Congress for a long time, but even more so in his second term. They're on the sidelines. But in regards to criminal justice reform, Congress took the lead on that, not him. Other presidents before him took the lead on criminal justice reform, not him. When everything was all said and done, and everybody put it together, and everybody fought for it, hearing after hearing after hearing after hearing after hearing, they put it all together finally, and all of the bipartisan, eventually became bipartisan, and boom, they put it on his desk. Okay, Mr. President, it's ready. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm the least racist president in the world. That's why I'm the least racist president in history. That's why I shared a video of the first Black president and the first Black lady heads superimposed on monkeys, knowing the history of how inflammatory and disparaging comparing Black people to monkeys are. Get the hell out of here, man. And you got these dummies that will believe anything he says. He just said and they believe it. Well, you know, he already explained that. You fucking dummy. I can't stand you, mother. Woo, I can't stand you. Make me turn it to, what is WWF? Woo! Ric Flair, some damn body. Y'all mother, boy, man, I can see why this damn country is going backwards. Societies are supposed to go forwards, not backwards. This one, I can guarantee you, most people in the world see this one going backwards. It is a damn shame how this country is being ran and allegedly led. Well, I can't say allegedly because it's, you know, you can lead good or you can lead bad. You know what I'm saying? It could be negative, it could be positive. I think most people will agree. This one right here, this is a negative experience right here. This country is going to hell in a handbasket. And most people in this country are too damn slow to know. That's my time. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.